Okay, welcome to this video. I just want to sober you up, so to speak. There's a rumor going around for years and years, and the rumor and this kind of like myth is going around that people drive themselves crazy with, because people truly believe that just posting something on social media, get a few clicks and make money while you sleep. Well, that sounds great, but the hard truth about online entrepreneurship is that it's very, very hard. After decades of entrepreneurship, sales, marketing, psychology, funnel building huge platforms with founders and billionaires even, I can tell you something from my own experience. It doesn't work that way, as simple as that. Making a living online is building a business. The storefront may be digital, but it still needs to be built. The customers may be thousands of miles away, but you still need to get them. And the marketing may happen through TikTok or YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or even with AI and email nowadays, but you still need to do it and make all these systems work together. And the fundamental principles of making money or selling goods and services still are the same. They haven't changed. So you still need to attract attention, build trust, educate people, create desires, and help them make a decision, as well as deliver value and follow them up, and even teach them to literally tell others about your products and services. So lots of work. But the number one threshold, the number one challenge for everyone is leads, is new fresh people, new fresh blood, so to speak. That is a word called leads. A lead becomes a prospect becomes a customer or a team member or voting for your political party, doesn't matter. So bringing in leads is a huge challenge for people. And in the 30, 40 years, maybe even 50 years now, being an entrepreneur on and offline, I know that that's where it all begins. And we found a platform right now. This guy has put a platform together that is delivering the best leads ever. Like real people with money in hand, crypto, non-crypto, credit or debit card in hand, looking for opportunities. And now you have access to it. But not only that, you can also promote your business on the same platform while being paid to watch them. How cool is that? So now we have a platform. This guy has built a platform that you really earn good money watching other people's opportunities while being able to promote your own opportunity on the same platform. So real people, what we call triple opt-in leads, people that are really interested in joining or looking for products, and so on and so forth. So the best leads ever, international. And now comes the kicker. It's all crypto in and out, decentralized, and you're being paid out immediately. Now we have debit cards, like we have hybrid debit cards, where you can simply withdraw and put your profits on so that you can spend it in the groceries, to do your groceries, to buy your petrol, etc., etc. So here you go. Make this into your advantage. I've never seen anything like it before. This is built to be sustainable. So instead of making Facebook and TikTok and Google and YouTube rich because they're advertising companies, they are literally selling your content to other people to sell advertising, and that's how they make their billions and billions of dollars. They're advertising companies, don't misunderstand that. But now it's our own. So watch the rest of this video. It will definitely blow your hair back and knock your socks off for the next 50 generations. Enjoy. Yeah, please do meet founder and CEO of ClickBaitPays, the brilliant Dennis Garon, from Texas, a Texan. But he is in this video explaining why ClickBaitPays is so sustainable. Listen carefully, because the stuff that he is explaining is brilliant. It will blow your hair back and knock your socks off for the next 50 generations. He truly created a platform for everyone. Young, old, poor, rich, doesn't matter. So my honor to introduce you to CEO and founder, the brilliant Dennis Guerin.
So that why in my head with math and subtraction, I'm like a calculator. I can look at math problems pretty quickly, and as long as I don't have any alphabet in them, I'm as good as anybody I know at figuring out math. So when these other pay-to-click programs launched, I looked at them and I said, that's not going to work. And, we're talking January, and I was like, either they're going to shut down real quick, or they're going to have to revamp their math or something. And those of you aware of what's going on in the pay-to-click community will recognize that played out, that they've had to shut down, to revamp, to try to regroup, to create other income streams and do different things to try to compensate for the bad math that they started with. And so I thought, well, I've been trying to figure out a solution so that I could recreate what I was doing 20 years ago with 12 Daily Pro. And these things are having a moment. So I know the math that works because I had studied 12 Daily Pro's math and used that a lot. I said, well, I know how to make one of these things work, and they're not doing it right, so I might as well start my own, and just rather than being mad about it, just take the bull by the horns and fix it myself. And so I did that and started talking to my private group that I have, about 400 people, and telling them what I was going to do and showing them the math that was wrong with the other programs and why they weren't going to work, and explaining the math of what I was going to do and why it would work. And so for 3 months, this group of 400 people was just biting at the bit for me to get this program built and get it launched, because they kept hearing about it, but I wasn't willing to launch it until we had all the problems worked out and all the kinks worked out. So we, first of all, created an admin team, and one of the first questions people usually come up with is, well, how are you going to avoid the same fate that happened to 12 Daily Pro and the government come in and shut you down? Several things from that. One is that we're paying people to click ads. It's not an investment. You don't get paid a percentage on the amount of money you put into it. You get paid to click ads. You're getting paid for a service. It's a very common model used all over the world, totally legal in almost every jurisdiction I'm aware of. So we're paying people to click on ads. Secondly, we know that no matter how good a job we do of staying within the parameters of the current laws and rules, that the U.S. government is notorious for moving the goalposts and changing the rules. So how do we avoid that? Well, we avoided that by incorporating in Panama, finding a Panamanian host to host the website, and finding some old friends of mine, family that I've known for about 21 years that are expats living in Panama. So this program, the website is hosted in Panama, the company is registered in Panama, and the admin team is living in Panama. So we are totally Panamanian based. No references to the U.S. in any shape, fashion, or form. Panama does not tax cryptocurrency. Panama does not regulate cryptocurrency much at all. So by doing everything in cryptocurrency, we're not being taxed in Panama on the revenues. So also the rules are very lenient there in terms of what we can do. We don't have to pay taxes on any income in Panama that's not generated within Panama. And even then, because the income that we're generating is generated solely through cryptocurrency, there's no taxes on cryptocurrency in Panama. So we sort of, again, organically evolved to Panama based on several factors, and it's just wound up being the best possible scenario that we could have in every respect. So that's how ClickBaitPays evolved. Now, ClickBaitPays, people keep asking me if I'm the owner, and that gets complicated because I am the founder of the International Coalition for Economic Development, ICE for short. I founded that as a way to do what I was doing back with the visually impaired and blind people on an international level, so that we're able to help people all over the world who need income, regardless of whether they have a disability or not. And so the International Coalition for Economic Development development was basically taking what I learned about using economic development to solve problems worldwide. And so through ICE, the plan has always been to create different ways for people to make money. And one of the things that I was adamant about when I created ClickBaitPays was I wanted a way for people with no money to make money. So people can join free and earn 10% referral fees on their referrals clicks. You're not getting paid for referring anybody, but if you refer somebody and they purchase an ad campaign and they start clicking daily to make money, you're going to earn 10% for every click they do daily. That money is available to withdraw immediately. It goes immediately into your available balance, and you're able to withdraw that money.
Back up. Unsuccessfully, I might add. They didn't last very long. They haven't lasted very long. Dennis knew exactly why, because he reverse engineered the model. Okay, but what he did was he took that 2005 model, obviously the advent of crypto, it's crypto in, crypto out, but he made it even better to where it's indefinitely sustainable and indefinitely scalable. Those are his words, not mine. And I've become a very good friend of Dennis, and I trust him implicitly. This isn't going to be one of those things where Dennis disappears. He's, like I said, he's in Dallas. Everybody knows where he is. He's not going anywhere, and he's here to change people's lives, and he's already doing it. So that's a little bit of background on the creator. That's what we have in store for you today. Now what I want to do is go ahead and share my screen, take you into my back office here, okay? And I'm just going to walk through as if you are, and I know we have a lot of brand new people on, you're brand new. So what is this? First and foremost, like I said a few minutes ago, this is digital advertising. So what do we do here? We purchase advertising or campaigns, if you will. And there's a budget for everybody here, guys. So you get in where you fit in. Here's the beautiful thing. There are predictable earnings for each level, no matter what level. It could be the lowest level at $13 or the highest level, level 7 at $2,400. You're still going to have earnings at the end of each cycle. What's a cycle? The cycle is 12 days in duration of clicking. So you have a certain number of ads. You go in and click on. Very, very simple. Guys, you just need a phone, a laptop, desktop, and an internet connection to do this. And then functioning digits, just working fingers and thumbs. That's it. That's all you need for this opportunity. You purchase a campaign, you have a set number of ads to watch. I'm going to walk you through this, and then we're actually going to show you how to watch ads. So hopefully Arlene or RC or somebody has some ads left to view. Mine are clicked. So we'll go through that as well, but I want to take you through just some of the basic parameters of what we have here. So first and foremost, if you're coming in and you do decide to join at some point, you're going to need to deposit crypto in order to purchase a campaign. So first and foremost, there is no KYC here because it's crypto in and crypto out, okay? So it's a non-reporting platform. So under financial, this is your navigation menu on the left-hand side. Everybody's back office would look the same. Under financial, you click on deposit, okay? On the right-hand side, this is where you type in whatever amount you're going to be depositing, and you click deposit funds. Then what happens next? Well, a screen is going to pull up in front of you. Dennis has integrated. This is not Dennis's payment processor. It's a payment processor called Now Payments. The beautiful thing about Now Payments is it works flawlessly, and it accepts about 120 different coins. So if you have crypto collecting dust in your wallets or your various wallets, you can probably be best if you convert them all into a stable coin, a USDT or a USDC, and then make a deposit in here. Or if you already have crypto and you're ready to go, awesome. Or if you have to go buy crypto or work with your sponsor to get crypto, you do what you got to do based on the campaign you want to purchase. I'll take you through the campaigns in a moment. But you would just simply enter in the amount, click on deposit funds, and Now Payments pulls up in front of you, and it gives you an address to, well, first you have to select the crypto. BTC will be at the top by default. You just click on it, and then you can type in the crypto you have. You're going to see all the cryptos pull up. And if you, for instance, you put in USDC or DT, all the various networks, takes all of them, will pull up. So whatever one you happen to have, and then you copy the address, you go to your decentralized wallet, because guys, you do not want to send funds into ClickBaitPays through Now Payments using like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, Binance.us. Don't want to do that. You want to take the extra step, if that's where your crypto is in an exchange, get it out of the exchange, okay? Get it into your Exodus, MetaMask, SafePal, Trust, whatever wallet you have, your personal private wallet, and then you're going to send it from that wallet into the address given on the Now Payments page. As soon as you send, in just a few moments, you're going to see it start to process. It's going to say payment processing, okay? And when it resolves, when it finishes, if it's a stable coin, it takes like 3 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, okay? And quick to resolve. Now, when it resolves, the money you deposited will be right here in your available balance, right on your dashboard, okay? So now once your money is in, you're ready to go purchase a campaign and start clicking and earning. It's that simple. So what do? Well, you come over here under dashboard, it says buy ad campaigns. You click there. Now I'll walk you through the 7 levels. Like I said, you get in where you fit in. There's a budget for everybody here. Level 1, $13. Level 2, $77. Level 3, $150. Level 4, $300. Level 5, $600. Level 6, $1,200. Finally, level 7, $2,400. Okay, this is the purchase price of each campaign. You're buying advertising. Okay, now you're going to hear the word a few times from me today called sustainability. Like I said at the beginning, Dennis, in his opinion, this program, the way he's vetted it out and reverse engineered the model, is indefinitely sustainable. That's music to my ears because I'm loving what's happening already, right? But part of the sustainability is an activation fee you pay to activate the level you're purchasing. And it's a one-time fee, guys. So it's not repeated over and over every time you buy or repurchase a campaign. Okay, and you're going to want to repurchase. You'll understand that in a moment. But it's a one-time activation fee that helps the sustainability of the platform. So on level 1, and it's all relative to the level you're buying. So you purchase level 1 for $13, your activation fee is $1. And by the way, there is a getting started guide that has all this information. So you don't necessarily have to memorize this, or if you're taking notes, great. I love note takers. They're world changers, right? But it's all in the getting started guide, everything from A to Z. And we'll put a link to that in the chat at the end of the presentation. So it's a $1 fee. So $14 for the entire level 1 the first time you purchase it. Subsequently, if you're repurchasing level 1, it's only $13, no more $1. That's it, one-time fee. Whereas comparatively, for level 7, when you purchase the $2,400, the activation fee for level 7 is a one-time fee of $240, roughly 10% of the purchase price. You pay that one time. When you go to repurchase or buy another level 7, you don't pay that $240 again. That is a one-time fee. Okay, now let me just click on level 1 just to kind of show you the purchase process, if you will. When you click on this, a little window is going to come up. It's going to tell you whether you have sufficient funds. So if you're purchasing level 1 for the first time, you'd have to have $14 in your balance, and it would say sufficient, meaning you can go ahead and purchase it. You're covered. Okay, and there's 2 things. This is your little bit of work you have to do to complete the purchase for yourself. So then you can start viewing ads. Okay, what you're going to have to do is put in a title for the link you're going to be adding, which is what? Well, this is where it gets very flexible on your end. It's anything you want to promote or showcase. Okay, it could be another affiliate program. It could be an MLM. It could be your church. It could be your favorite charity. It could be a local business. It could be your local brick and mortar business. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So if you're panicking saying, oh, I don't have another opportunity and I'm not involved with anything, so I don't have a URL, what do I do? Well, do you have a local business that you go to on a regular basis? A hairdresser, a barber, a dentist, a whatever in your local town, somewhere you go get your oil changed. Well, it doesn't matter. You can just go on Google, find their website, grab their URL, put in, hey, best oil change in town, whatever, and put in the URL, confirm purchase, and you're good to go. Okay, that's going to complete, and then it's going to take you back to your dashboard, and you can get to viewing your ads in many different ways. Viewing your dashboard here, if I hadn't yet clicked my ads for the day, it would be over here, click ads, and I would just click on that, or I could go directly to click ads over here on the left-hand side. Multiple ways to get to it. You can see mine are all done for today, but these would say, I think it would say view. And you just click in and start clicking and viewing. We're going to show you that in a moment, so we won't leave it to chance, okay? And then you would simply view your ads. Now, depending on the level of campaign you purchased, you'll have a certain number of ads to watch daily over those 12 days. Remember, a 12-day cycle, no matter what campaign you buy, okay? And every time you view the ad, you're going to make X amount, depending on the campaign you purchased. So once you finish viewing them all, you're going to see your earnings for the day, and you know exactly where you stand. Okay, now, every ad you view is going to be 15 seconds in duration. 15, no matter if it's a level 1, level 5, level 7, doesn't matter. 15 seconds. And here's the beauty, and Arlene will show you this when she shows a few ads. You can either choose to view the ad in its entirety, maybe check out the offer. Maybe it's something in skincare or in automotive breakthrough, whatever it is that you may want, maybe it interests you. And you can save that ad to view later as well, or you can just leave it up in your browser because every ad opens in a new tab on your browser. Okay, that's how it works. Or if it interests you not, and you could care less, you just click off the ad, wait for the timer to count down to 0, and you click process and earned, and it's going to calculate those earned monies in your wallet for those ads you viewed. Really that simple. So you have 2 wallets in your dashboard you can see right here. You have an earned wallet and you have an available balance. What's the difference? An earned wallet is this. Well, you're in an active cycle of viewing your ads each day. you're going to earn X amount per day. Let me give you an example. Simply because I'm active now, I have 3 level 7 campaigns going, as you can see. I've just finished this morning clicking day 3 of a 12-day campaign. Okay, daily, I'm making $270 for one level 7 campaign by viewing 20 ads, $13.50 an ad. Okay, so you can see for the 3 days, 270 times 3 is 810. So far, day 3 of 12, I've earned $810 for this level 7, 810 for this one, 810 for this one. You take these 3 810s and multiply by 3, that's the 2430. So I've earned that so far in my 3 level 7s. Okay, now at the end of 12 days, what will happen? Well, this amount is going to say 3240. That's how much I'm going to earn for one level 7 when it completes. So we'll say 3240, 3240, 3240, and up here, times 3 will say 9720 at the end of 12 days. Then what happens? Then we go into another part of sustainability, into the 7-day hold. So if these were complete, this were day 12 of 12, right here it would say holding 7 days. Okay, when I log in tomorrow, that would be 6 days. When I log in, let's see, Monday, that would be 5 days, etc. Till it counts down to 1, and then the money, the 9720, would move from my earned wallet into my available balance. Okay, what can I do when it gets in my available balance? I can immediately do a number of things. I could withdraw it all if I wanted to. Not a problem to do that. However, if you do that, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. You're not able to repeat that predictable income. Because let's back up for a second. 9720 moves into my available balance. If I repurchase all 3 level 7s, that's 7,200, right? Because I want to earn that predictable income or earnings again, right? What's 9720 minus the cost of the 3 campaigns at 7,200? It's 2,520. Those are my total earnings for that 12-day cycle. 19 days in total with the holding, but 12 days of clicking, 12 days of earning. So 2,520 happens every 19 days in pure earnings. And then I just simply repeat, rinse and repeat over and over. So I can take that available balance, repurchase my 3 level 7s, and then withdraw my 2,520 if I so choose. Or if I have a growing team because I'm helping people and I need to PIF them so that they can come in and purchase their campaigns, here's another great feature built into the platform. Right under here, under financial, it's called Pay It Forward. We call it PIF for short, PIF. If I click on PIF, here's all I need to know is the username of the recipient, of the fellow member in ClickBaitPays, and then how much they need for purchasing their first campaign or campaigns. And then I hit send funds. Guys, in less than a second, it's in their available balance on their dashboard right here. And then they can start and purchase campaigns. That is a quick way to get people in your inner circle, your network, onboarded without having to go through the whole purchasing crypto and waiting 7 to 30 days and all that kind of craziness where you rip your hair out. Okay, that's the PIF feature. That's a beautiful thing. Now, I didn't state it, but you can see you can have up to and only 3 campaigns at any one time active in your back office. So you can see I'm running as many campaigns as I can right now. 3 level 7s. I couldn't do a 4th or a 5th. Could I do 1 only? Yes. Could I do 2 only? Yes. Can I do 3? Yes. Can I do more than 3? No, not at any one time. So when these 3 finish, that money moves over to available. I simply repurchase and re-earn all over again every 19 days. Now, a couple of things on the referral side. Well, first, before I get to that, let me just state and make this very, very clear for everybody. You can come in and be a member of ClickBaitPays and make that predictable income. No matter what level you purchase, there's going to be predictable earnings there for you, okay, without enrolling or telling anybody about this. That's the beauty of this program. This is truly a passive program. You do not have to enroll anybody to create earnings for yourself every 19 days. That's a beautiful thing, okay? So if you just want to come in and stay private and just put your capital to work and really develop a predictable income for you every month, you can do that here. It's great. It's awesome. But what if you got, you got that sharing thing in your heart, and because you're earning that predictable money every 19 days, you may want to start sharing it with people, right? Well, if you do, your affiliate link is right here. This is your referral link right on your dashboard. Just simply copy it, start sending it out to your family, friends, inner circle, colleagues, etc. You can easily do that. Now, here's how the affiliate or referral earnings work in this campaign or this program platform. It's a 1 level, just the first level only. This is not an MLM. It's a 1 level affiliate referral earning program. That's it. So think of it like a unilevel. Now, is there a limit on the number of people you can enroll? No. You can enroll 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. You can enroll as many people as you want so they can benefit, and you can bless them here as well, okay, by doing so. And then what are the earnings if I enroll somebody? Well, you don't get paid off of their deposit when they come in and purchase a campaign. Why? Because that would be illegal. Everything is legally compliant here. Once they purchase a campaign and they start clicking, okay, the person clicking is going to earn their predictable earnings, and then you're going to earn 10% off of what they're clicking. Every day they're clicking, okay? And you say, well, 10% one level, not real sexy, not real juicy. I don't know about that. Well, I can tell you it adds up quickly, and it doesn't take a lot of people. I'll give you an example. And first of all, let me just say this. I didn't say this in the beginning. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm certainly not your financial advisor. And what I'm giving here today on this Zoom, on this private Zoom, shouldn't be construed as financial advice. I'm simply showing you what is possible and what I'm doing. You have to make a decision for yourself based off of what you see and what you learn and the questions you get asked and answered. So referral earnings for me today, a little low so far today. I think I got some lazy clickers on my team today. Normally this would be around 800 or 900 already. It could be because it's Saturday. It'll boost up later. But I've been earning consistently, if any of you guys have been on Zooms with me the last few weeks, a little over $1,000 a day, getting actually closer to 1,200. And part of that too, guys, is you got to understand when the 12 days expires, there's no clicking for 7 days. So some of my people with level 7s are in that holding pattern, right? And of course, I don't earn while they're not clicking. That would also be illegal. Okay, so I'm only earning while they're clicking. But now there's a ninja strategy coming to that, and I'll get to that at the end. So right here, guys, I can tell you I'm earning over $30,000 a month in referral earnings. From a downline, I think I've just got to about 20 people I've enrolled. So you might think, wow, 1,000 a day. Russ would have to enroll or have a downline of about 8,000 people or 10,000 people. That would be a typical MLM model, and that would be relative to that level of earnings. But I've enrolled 20 people. Now, did all 20 people come in where I am now at level 7? I didn't even start at level 7, guys. I came in at 3 and 4. I came in where I could at that particular time. I had capital tied up in other things. So I started sharing it with a few people, and they started coming in lower levels too. And once we really understood what this is about, and it doesn't take long for the light to go off, people started buying higher levels. And that's where I got to. Okay, so this can add up quickly. This is just from 20 people over $1,000 a day. And I'm not done because I want to bless more people. And that would be up to you, how many people you want to bless. But that certainly makes a difference in one's life. Now, this is in addition to what my campaigns are earning me. Okay, so there's a double plus for everybody there. And you can see what I've done so far. And this is just over 2 months. I think we just completed 7 weeks, maybe 8, 7 or 8 weeks. And you can see where this is going, right? Okay, I think that covered it on the referral side. Oh, let me talk about households. And then, guys, what we're going to get to is we're going to show you how to view ads, where you're earning from every ad you view. And then after that, we're going to get to possibly some testimonials and people wanting to share what they've accomplished so far and what their experience has been. And then we'll get to all your questions, and we'll stay on until your questions are answered. But I want to talk about household. And this is very important. Dennis does not take this lightly. He's very serious, and they track this. But there's a benefit here. So this is my one account, right? Well, in a household, which basically represents your IP address, okay, for your household. That's a computer thing. You can look it up afterwards on Google, an IP address for your house. Okay, and they can track this. You can have up to 3 accounts in your house if you choose, your choice. So for me, I have 1 account for me. I have 1 account for my wife, 1 account for my daughter. She's in college, and this helps out dramatically when you're a college student, right? The earnings, the predictable earnings here are awesome for a college student, for anybody, really. So we have 3 accounts, and all 3 accounts, again, I didn't start here. We got to level 7. So we have 9 level 7s working within the house. I'm going to tell you the earnings on that in a moment. But here's the thing. All 3 of our accounts are under our sponsor. Okay, so our sponsor gets the benefit of that. Dennis did not want the sponsor cut out, and you can argue with this all you want. You can disagree with it. You can be upset about it. It's the way it is. It's not going to change. So, and it's just in your house. So if you want 3 accounts, all 3, me, my wife, and my daughter are all signed up under my sponsor. Now, anybody outside of your house, you share your link. They sign up under you. You get those benefits. But guys, keep in mind, you're still getting the campaign earnings every 19 days. So it's not like you're being robbed, okay? And your sponsor who introduced this to you gets the benefit of those 3 household accounts for referral earnings. That's pretty cool. Dennis tracks this, guys, so don't look to play that out. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, think of it like this. If I signed up and then I put my wife and my daughter under me, I'm earning from them. My sponsor isn't because it's 1 level. So effectively, I've cut him out or her out from those earnings. That's not cool. And that's why he has that rule. So enough said about that. Now for me, let's talk about earnings. And again, this is just my situation, not financial advice. So because I have 3 level 7s and I'm rebuying every 19 days, for my 3, that earns me about $3,500 in earnings in net per month. Okay, so let's multiply it by 3 accounts, my wife's account, my daughter's account. So that's $10,500 a month from just our 9 level 7s. Okay, but here's the ninja trick. And again, I'm using level 7s just because that's what's showing on my account. You can do the math on any level and figure this out for yourself, what your predictable earnings would be. But for me, purchasing every 19 days from all 3 accounts, $10,500. But if I purchase them every 12 days, that $10,500 goes to over $16,000. So how do I purchase every 12 days if the funds are sitting in earned wallet and I have to wait those 7 days before it moves to my available balance? Well, the first time I decide to do this, if I choose to, again, it's up to each individual, I would have to add external capital one time only. So I'd have to add $7,200, make a deposit. So on day 12, when these finish, I make a deposit of $7,200 and I can repurchase them on day 12. So I can have a day of double earnings because I just finished my last day of the 12-day campaign of my current campaigns. And then I've just clicked on the first day of my new set on the same day. That's a day of double earnings. And now I'm going to complete those 12 days. Now, the beauty of doing that one time, the external $7,200 deposit, is now I will have the money in my available balance for the next one because those are going to come through in 7 days. It takes 12 days to complete. And then the next set will be in there. So I'll never have to add external funds again. It's all coming from my earnings. Now I'm clicking every day of the month, not 19, 7 days off, and then finishing out the month with the remaining 12 days or whatever that is, or partial. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. That's the ninja approach. That's what you can strive to get to. You may not be able to get there right away. I'm not even there right now because I'm helping a lot of community members by piffing when I should be saving that and getting to repurchasing every 12 days. That will be coming very shortly for me because I want to maximize the potential. Okay. I think, guys, one other thing. Community Telegram groups. Right here, right on your dashboard, right in front of you, is the English group, where Dennis and the admin team are in, very active, very responsive, and the Spanish group. We have 2 thriving, growing communities, okay? So I recommend if you do join, get in those immediately. You can be part of what's going on and all the excitement and hear people's stories and get questions answered and all that kind of stuff, okay? Now, for more technical things, there is a support group. Where's that? Well, if you come on the left side all the way down the bottom, click on Contact Us. You can contact support one of 2 ways. There's a ticket format set up right here. You just put in whatever you're having an issue with and then your message, and be very detailed, guys. Give them everything. Assume they're not mind readers and don't know what you're thinking. List everything out. The more detail you give them, if you do have an issue, the quicker it's going to get resolved. And if you had to add any screenshots for whatever the issue is, do that, hit send, and then they're going to get back to you via the email you have plugged in, okay? So that's way number 1. Way number 2, and I would suggest you join the support Telegram group as well anyway, so you can be in there and you can have direct access to Dell, Jennifer, Dennis himself, and Hunter, okay? They're all in there, all helping. Not around the clock. It's not 24/7, but it's close to it. They work an extra long day to help the community. Okay. I think, guys, I've covered anything I wanted to. And now, unless RC, you tell me I've missed something, and I'd be more than happy to address it, or we can bring Arlene on and have her demonstrate the viewing of ads for everybody.
Well, Russ, like usual, you knocked it out of the park. It was clear, it was concise, to the point, and I think everybody's excited at this point. So as you've already indicated, let me just make two statements, and that is, 1, I have opened up the chat that if anyone would like to type in a question, they could go ahead and put a question into the chat, and or if you would like to ask questions, you could raise your hand, as some people are doing now. But before we entertain the questions, I am going to bring Arlene on board, and if she doesn't mind, to give a show and tell, which means let's show the audience how simple it is in order to do the click and to earn every day. Because I'm watching people in my communities, for instance, saying that they don't have a job, they don't have this, financially speaking. Well, with this process, there's really no excuse on why a person really can't what? Earn finances. Wouldn't you agree, Russ?
Absolutely.
So with that being said, Arlene, I'm going to ask you, if you don't mind, please come on, show them the how-tos, and then after we see the how-tos, Then maybe we'll give a quick testimony of some people. I mean, we'll ask the questions and answers with Q&A session, and then we'll go from there. How does that sound?
Sounds great to me.
Sounds
All right.
wonderful.
Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Let me know when you can see it.
We can see it's changing now, Arlene.
All right, perfect.
There you
Perfect.
go.
There we go.
Clearly see it.
Right. Well, I just actually logged into my account and I'm at this first page. I'm not sure if Russ had a chance to go over it, but
I didn't.
Okay, no worries. When you first log in, this first ad that comes up is what we call the company's ad, and it's for 30 seconds. So it's the only one that's 30-second loans. All the others are 15 seconds. Okay, and now let me go and open it up. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the simplicity of it, okay? You click on, when you log in, it says to open up the ad. You click on open ad. Now, if I click out of this ad, you'll see a countdown clock going. Again, like I said, the very first one, when you're joining, coming into your back office, is 30 seconds long. So this, because that's the company's ad, and therefore I have to wait that 30 seconds, and you see it just about completed. There you go. Now I can go into my dashboard. I'm in my back office now. And I actually have 5 more ads to go. And it tells me that, I don't know if you guys can see that, it says 5 right here, but it also tells me up here somewhere here. I have 5 left to go today, okay? So, with that being said, I come over here, I click on where it says click ads. Then it's gonna take me down here to the bottom where the ads are. And all I do is click view. And then I open up that ad. And then it switches to another page where the ad is. This ad is about Bankers. I already have this product. I don't really need to view it in detail. And I can click right out of it. Again, I have a countdown clock going. As soon as it gets to 0, I can click on the tab where it says confirm and earn. What am I earning? $13.50. Just for that quick little, 15 seconds of viewing that ad. Okay? And I continue to go through the same process until all my ads have been opened and viewed and then confirmed and earned. So again, here's another one. Looks like it's about travel. I think I got a lot of travel resources at my fingertips. Don't need another one. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of this one. Again, wait for my countdown clock, confirm, and then earn. Okay? And then I am done. And I get 20 of these a day because I'm on level 7. I actually get 60 a day because I have 3 level 7s. But that's the simplicity. That's how quick it is, that's how fast it gets done, and that's how profitable it is. Okay? Anybody has any questions for me? Oh, I didn't show how to save them if you do want to view them later. So I'm going to open up this one real quick, and I'll just save it for the heck of it. No, I'm not going to save that one. You know why, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, again, wait for the countdown clock to complete. And then I'm going to go ahead and confirm again. And let's see what my next one brings me. Okay, view and earn. View and earn. Okay, open the ad. And here on this particular one, I think I will save. Oh, I think I really, really want to save this. Oh, I don't want to go back. So close that up. Come here, and right here it says save ad. So I'm going to click on save the ad. Okay, and then over here to the left is where those ads go. Okay, when I save them. So I have a few over here saved that I'm very interested in. And then you can come back and you can view them later. All right. That's about it. If there's anything else you'd like for me to share, just let me know, gentlemen, and I will work.
Oh, that was awesome, Arlene. So guys, I think you can see now why I call it the paint by numbers system. I mean, it really is quite simple. You can't break anything. You can't do something wrong. And by the way, it just hit me because this typically comes up in the questions. So what if Arlene was clicking and she had a couple ads left and she got distracted, right? She had to attend to a family issue and just totally forgot about the remaining 2 ads and went to bed. Well, she doesn't lose the earnings for that day. You don't lose anything here. That's what I love about this platform. It's very, very flexible. She would just simply wake up, finish watching those, and be paid for that day. And it would just lengthen her campaign by 1 day. So instead of 12 days, it would go to 13. That's it. You don't lose anything here, just so you guys know that. Cool. All right, RC, do we want to go next?
We're going to do it this time. Also, some of you heard us laughing when earlier said, oh, I don't want to save this ad. We don't want to leave you out on why we were laughing, because what we were laughing at is that, excuse me, the person who actually advertised their particular ad actually just put in what we call a registration page. And normally you wouldn't put your personal information on that type of a site without knowing what you're trying to join. So that was why you heard us laughing when Ernie said, oh, I don't want to do that one at all. So we don't want you to think that we were hiding anything, if that was the rationale behind it. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and entertain the questions with hands raised, and also the questions that may be in chat. I think Russ has gone through some of them, but he may want to repeat the questions just to make sure that the listening audience also have been entertained with the questions.